Spring has sprung and I'm celebrating new beginnings with a fresh new start on Fuchsia on Kin Community. Welcome to What's Your Flavor? I'm Karen Ahmed and I'm a home cook with a passion for new and traditional flavors. Join me every week as together we're going to tackle new recipes for your family and friends. This season is all about healthy eating and going green, and I'm going to be preparing a spinach dhokla. Now, a dhokla is basically a steamed savory cake. This originated in the state of Gujarat in India. It's typically eaten for breakfast or even as a snack, and there are so many different types of dhoklas. They're made with lentils or semolina or even gram flour. Today we're making a quick, easy and healthy version using gram flour. This is also called chana ka atta in Hindi. Now I'm going to mix this together with a luscious spinach puree and then I'm going to steam it. The dhokla should be light, spongy and just a little bit sour, but the best part for me is the tempering or the tadka that you pour over the dhokla just before you eat it. Let's start with the spinach paste. I'm going to puree 2 cups of spinach with 2 green chilies, and a 1-inch piece of ginger. I'm also going to add the juice of 1 lime and I'm going to grind this. You should yield about a cup of this spinach puree and I'm just going to pour it into a large bowl. And then I'm going to sift in 1 cup of gram flour. This is called chana ka atta. It's important to sift this to remove all of the little lumps. Now this gram flour is made from chickpeas. It's nutritious and gluten-free. I'm going to mix this together really well before I add a 1/4 cup of beaten yogurt and about a 1/2 cup to 3/4 cups of water. I'm also going to add 2 teaspoons of oil and 1 teaspoon of black salt. I'm using black salt as it has a unique scent and flavor, but it's okay to use just regular salt. It's also okay to omit the yogurt if you want these to be dairy-free. Your batter now should be of a pouring consistency. Now I'm ready to steam this. If you have a dhokla steamer, this is ideal as you can probably make about 2 plates at the same time. But I'm going to show you how you can create a steamer using whatever you have around the house. I'm going to be using a large pot. Now this pot is probably a little bit bigger than I need, but it's okay because I want to make sure that there's plenty of steam that's going to surround the dhokla. Now because I use this pot for some of my other curries when I have large parties, I don't want to ruin the bottom. So I'm just going to place a towel at the bottom just to protect the pot. And then I'm going to add a colander just on top of it. Now I'm going to add water to this pot, just a couple of inches, and I'm going to boil it and I'm going to cover it and make sure there's enough steam in this pot before I put my dhoklas into steam. That's really, really important. In goes the water and it's now ready for the stovetop. The steam is building up nicely and now for the magic. I'm going to start by adding 1 teaspoon of fruit salt followed by a teaspoon of water right into the batter, and I'm going to mix it really, really quickly and really well. Now you'll see that the batter starts to foam, and this step really needs to be done right at the end just before you put it into the steamer. This needs to be poured into a greased dish and placed in the steamer from anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes. If the lid of your pot isn't heavy enough and you can see some of the steam escaping, put something heavy on top of it, and if you have any steam vents, block it with a piece of kitchen towel. Once you have this in, you can watch it steam and it's going to almost double in size. My dhokla is steaming away and I can already see that it's started to rise just a little bit. Now the magic really is the fruit salt. This is 60% baking soda and 40% citric acid. Now, if you prefer not to use fruit salt, you can use a combination of baking powder and citric acid instead. While this is continuing to steam away, I'm going to work on the tempering or the tadka. This is super simple. I'm using a combination of both yellow and black mustard seeds. I've got some chilies that I've sliced up, some curry leaves, and I'm also going to throw in a pinch of Asafoetida. Now when this is ready, it's steamed and cooled down, I'm going to simply pour this over my dhokla. The dhokla has now cooled down considerably and I'm ready to cut it. I'm just going to cut it into simple diamond shapes. That's very traditional. Now it's much easier if you just clean your knife in between with a damp kitchen towel, because that's going to make the cuts a lot cleaner. They just won't stick to your knife. This spinach dhokla is best eaten freshly steamed. It is moist and I can guarantee you it is delicious. Thank you so much for watching this video on Fuchsia on Kin Community. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. We have lots of videos coming up. Also make sure to check out the videos from all the other Fuchsia creators. They are amazing as well. Make sure to leave me a comment below. Let me know what's your flavor. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And also if you want some other recipes, you can hop over to my other channel on YouTube, which is Cravings Food Adventures. Until I see you next time, do take care of yourself. Bye!